On Monday, August 26, 2016, at approximately 7:30 p.m., a deceased female was discovered by individuals riding all-terrain vehicles off Cross Keys Road in Williamson County. Deputies of the Williamson County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene, notified the Criminal Investigation Division, which assumed control of this investigation. Investigators were joined by special agents of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation at the scene and have continued the investigation, working tirelessly until this point. The female victim has been identified by family as Brittany, B-R-I-T-N-E-Y, Rose, R-O-S-E, Cole, C-O-L-E. Brittany would have been 22 years of age next week. She was residing near the Wilson County, Smith County line off of Highway 70. A tattoo of hearts on her right wrist and a TBI composite drawing were key to the identification. Brittany was employed by a staffing company and assigned as a warehouse packaging employee. We would like to thank the media for assisting in the distribution of those identifying characteristics which resulted in her established identity. Investigation has resulted in the arrest of Thomas Blake Bruner, B-R-U-N-E-R, 21, formerly of Williamson County, and who attended Page High School, and he has been arrested for criminal homicide. Wilson County Sheriff's Office also assisted in the arrest and interview of Mr. Bruner. Mr. Bruner had been involved in a previous relationship with Brittany. Mr. Bruner was previously employed in construction, but currently is unemployed. According to Brittany's family members, Mr. Bruner was the last known person to have contact with Brittany prior to her being discovered on Monday evening. Bond has been set for Mr. Bruner in the amount of $1 million with a court date of August 31 if he does not make bond, or September 8 if he does make bond. Investigators are continuing to investigate leads in this investigation. If anyone has information about this matter, please call Investigator Jonathan Cooey, Williamson County Sheriff's Office at 615-790-5554 or 1-800-TBI-FIND or Williamson County Crime Stoppers 615-794-4000. The family has asked us to ask the public and the media to request their privacy for the next few days, and have asked that no phone calls come to the family for a comment on this matter. At this time, I want Deputy Director Jason Locke to make a few remarks.
Thank you, Sheriff. As you all know, this is just a great testament to great law enforcement relationships, and it shows what agencies working together can accomplish, especially in such a quick time period. The TBI was created over 60 years ago with its primary mission to work with and assist local agencies in the investigation of violent crime, and I'm happy to say that our primary mission is still out there, and we're still having success like this. And again, I just attribute that success to the great relationships out there with local agencies. When we all work together, great things can be accomplished. Thank you.
We will attempt to answer a few of your questions. However, I will remind you this is an ongoing investigation, and there are certain things of evidence that we may not be able to discuss with you at this time. Yes.
How was she killed, and have you all recovered a murder weapon?
She is the victim of a homicide by a weapon. I will not comment on the recovery of the weapon at this time.
Would you say what type of weapon it was?
It appears to be a handgun.
So she was shot and killed?
Yes.
How many times was she shot?
I don't want to go into the evidence itself. We're still waiting on the autopsy report, in all honesty to you, and I don't want to say without having that report in hand. We have a verbal report, but we do not have a completed report, and I'd rather just not say until we make sure.
And you can't say whether you've recovered the handgun?
I can't make a comment about that yet, no.
And can you describe in more detail the relationship she had with this person? Have they been in a long-term relationship? Did they share children? Kind of what's some more details about how they moved?
Joseph, I think they had been dating for a period of time and had actually resided in a home together for a period of time.
They were currently living together, or they were not together at this time?
They had the same address at this time, yes.
You said formerly of Williamson County. Where was he from? I mean, where was he before that?
He was located in Lebanon, Tennessee, and was interviewed in Lebanon last night during our investigation.
And do you know the significance of the tattoo? Like, was the family able to tell you what that represents, the tattoo on her wrist?
I may ask for assistance from the investigators.
Just a tattoo she liked.
Just a tattoo she likes, I understand.
How did you all find him in Lebanon?
We knew that he had an address in that area and was able to find him through investigation of that address location.
Has he been cooperative?
He has been interviewed by TB agents and ourself and our staff and has provided a statement of his accounts of the event.
And what did he say happened?
I cannot go into that statement.
Has the family talked about any previous history of domestic violence between the couple? How do they describe the relationship?
I'm not aware of any previous that they're aware of, no.
Does this suspect have previous convictions on his record, any felonies or anything like that?
Not that I remember, no.
I don't have that information.
Okay. Not that I know of, no.
How long do you guys believe that she was there for, and what about the moments leading up to her death? Was she leaving work, or any idea about that?
We feel like she had been there probably about 48 to 72 hours at the time we found her on Monday evening.
And did the family recognize her from this likeness? How did the
They recognized her from the composite drawing presented by TBI and also the tattoo on the wrist.
Sheriff, can you talk about the importance of working so quickly, making an arrest within the first couple of days, how crucial that is to the
Absolutely. As everybody knows, the first 72 hours or so of a homicide investigation is the very most important. Trying to identify the victim in this case, then trying to find out who could be developed as a suspect, who saw her last, where her location was last, who had contact with her the last that we could do. The quicker you can get it, the better it is. And because of that, I think is the success of this investigation leading into an arrest is us doing this all within really, I think we had an identification of the body, and within about 12 to 15 hours, we were interviewing someone.
Can you comment on a possible motive here? Was there some sort of argument or fight? Do you have any idea why he would have done this?
That is still being determined. We're still trying to do the investigation, determine the facts of what all happened by his statement and in the other evidence. We have evidence that's been submitted, will be submitted to the TBI Crime Lab. Also, as I said, the medical examiner's office will be giving us their report, and we'll compare that medical examiner report with the interview and with the physical evidence to see if we can recreate what happened.
Do you guys believe that the suspected murder happened on that road where she was found, or in a different location, and that he brought her body there?
Every indication is that it happened there where she was located.
Why would they have been, do they have a connection to that property?
He was previously from Williamson County, in a community close by to that. Would know that area and would know that that area was there and pretty vacated.
Mr. Broner have a permit?
No permit. Good question, Tom. I didn't think about that one.
have you ever been able to find out if there were any calls to service to that residence where they had been living in previously? I know you said the family said there wasn't a history of domestic violence, but law enforcement in that area, did they have any calls out to that house for issues?
We have not checked that Lebanon address yet.
Okay. Still checking, Joseph, on that.
Was there any signs of a struggle on her body?
Again, you're asking me something that we do not have the report from the medical examiner, so I would not want to second guess or stipulate on that without having that report to see what they say.
Ms. Helper have a specific charge
I have talked to the district attorney, and we've briefed her on the case. Once we get all the facts together, she's asked for us to get with her. Right now, he's charged with criminal homicide, and the degree of that will be looked at after we get the rest of the investigation to that point.
And can we get a date of birth on Mr. Bruner?
You have that report?
I don't have my report with me.
I'll get it for you.
You said he was the last person to have contact with her. Was that via text messages, or how did you guys figure that out?
That is the last person that had contact with her that the family was aware of.
Had they reported her missing?
I don't know that they knew she was missing per se until they saw the composite drawing.
Did it appear as though someone had tried to cover up her body, or was it kind of out in the open?
It was on an isolated lane up in the wooded area, probably 60 to 75 foot off the roadway, in grass, tall grass, a remote area that people other than four-wheelers normally would not probably be in unless they own the land in that area. Once you were able to see the scene, it was apparent that the scene was not covered or disarrayed or anything.
Do you have any idea what they were doing up there in that area?
We're still looking and trying to determine that. We will compare his statement that he provided to the investigators against the evidence that we collect, and also against the medical examiner's report, and then hopefully we'll be able to give you an answer on that.
Do you anticipate any more arrests? Do you think that he was being helped by anyone, or he was acting by himself?
We are still investigating. It's early stages. He was just taken into custody late last night, and we're still looking into any possibility of anybody else that may have been involved in the actual incident itself, or tampering with any evidence, or cover-up, or assisting in any way. We'll look into that.
Can you just describe his demeanor when officers first approached him? Did he immediately know what they were there for? Did he play dumb? What was his demeanor as they made contact with him?
I think there was an agreement reached to meet at the Wilson County Sheriff's Office for an interview, and he came in on his own for that interview.
So you didn't go to Lebanon?
Yes. We were in Lebanon at the Wilson County Sheriff's Office.
Wilson?
Is where he came to, yes. Yes.
Did he bring an attorney, or did he just come in by himself? Was he with family or anybody? Who was he with?
He came by himself to the interview.
Can you explain one more time who is in Lebanon, why he was there? I mean, he didn't live in Wilson County, right?
They lived on the Wilson-Smith County line. They actually had a Lebanon address, but they lived actually, I think, in Smith County, but it's a Lebanon mailing address.
On Highway 70?
Yeah, off of Highway 70. Yes. Any other questions?
The actual road?
I do not. The family has asked us. Honestly, they want privacy on the issue for a while anyway.
Do they live with her family?
No, but they want privacy on it.
They lived alone, you think? Just the two of them?
There were other occupants, my understanding, in the residence at a period of time. We're still looking to see if they were there at the time of the incident or not.
These people have been interviewed?
Will be.
Did they have to your knowledge, did they have a child together or anything of that sort?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
And again, how long had they known each other? Do you know?
Do we know?
Several months.
Several months. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate you coming. Thank you for helping cover this.
Would we be able to get his mugshot by chance, or?
It's public record.
And you have a picture of her that we can get, like a driver's license photo or something, so we don't have to.
Do we have it?
I can get that to Sharon.
We can try to get that to Sharon Puckett and get Sharon to put it out for you. If you're interested, the statement that I read, I have copies of it if you want that. If you weren't able to make all the notes, I've got copies of it if anybody wants one.